Rich Rising, happy Thursday. Today we're talking about 3 mistakes hindering you from selling. So 3 mistakes hindering you from selling. That's exactly what we're talking about today. If you are a business owner or a coach or an entrepreneur and you are using Instagram or TikTok as a way to promote your business, but you're struggling to grow your following, this live is for you. If you are a motivated business owner and you have been using Instagram and TikTok in order to attract customers to your page, but you're not sure how to do that, this live is for you. And if you are a coach or a business owner, you've been in business for about 1 to 3 years now, you're accustomed to getting customers, but now you want to use Instagram or TikTok as a way to increase that or scale your business, then this live is for you. We're going to be talking about 3 mistakes hindering you from selling in your videos, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how to correct that. So I'm super excited about today. Welcome. Thank you all for coming in. As you are coming in, I want you to take time to drop the name of your business in the chat. If you are a business owner on the live today, drop the name of your business in the chat. This is your time for me to shout you out. Why? Because when we're on here, you want to take every single promotional opportunity as you can. Whenever I'm taking time to shout my followers out, right? Some of them acquire leads. Some of them get new followers. So now is not the time to shy away. Now is the time to rise up and actually say what the name of your business is so that you can actually get leads. You have no idea who is in need of your services. So I know it's still early. Some of you are still coming in. But as you are coming in, if you are a business owner, drop the name of your business in the chat so we can shout you out. And I want you to grab your notebook, grab your pen, take note, take action, make some money, honey. Why? Because action takers are money makers, not time wasters. We're going to be together today for about 45 minutes. I'm going to be dropping a lot of gems to help you sell in your videos. So if you are a business owner, an entrepreneur, or a coach, and you're using Instagram and TikTok in a way to promote your business, but you've been struggling to acquire customers on this platform, that's what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the 3 big mistakes that you are making and how you can fix it. All right. We got DCA Productions in the building. I love it. Come on now. What is it that you do, Coach Renee? And anyone else? What other business owners do we have in the building? Or is it just me and Coach Renee, right? So what other business owners do we have? Drop the name of your business in the chat as we're going to be jumping into the 3 biggest mistakes the 3 biggest mistakes hindering you from selling in your videos. That's what we're talking about today. 3 biggest mistakes hindering you from selling in your videos. And as you're dropping the name of your business in the chat, take some time to tap in on this screen so that more people could come into this live and share the live out. Don't keep it to yourself. Hit the share button, which I'm actually going to do right now too. Let me actually fix this. Hit the share button. Share it out with people. Why? Because I'm going to be a blessing to you, and I don't want you to keep it to yourself. You share the wealth. I'm going to be sharing a lot of information that's going to help you. Share it with others so that now they can come in and also be blessed, right? There we go. All right, we're going to jump into this. It looks like we don't got a lot of business owners on here yet, but as you all are coming in, I know it takes time for TikTok to push it out. Coach Renee says, I help people create a plan to make their goals a reality and then hold them accountable. Coach Renee, I love that you said that. Only thing is, if you are open to coaching, since it's just going to be me and you right now, I love to help those who are actually typing in the chat. Coach Renee, well, before I even give you the advice, are you booking customers on TikTok right now? Because if you're not, then it doesn't matter. But if you're booking, are you booking customers on TikTok? Drop a yes or no in the chat. And I want to give you this advice, then I'm going to jump right into my topic today, which is 3 mistakes hindering you from selling. That's what we're talking about today, right? So I'm just going to wait on Coach Renee. And any other business owners, drop the name of your business in the chat so we can go ahead and shout you out. We got 11 people on the live so far. We know that it's going to increase. It always does increase. Oh, awesome. Coach Renee says, I just started on TikTok. I want to give you some advice, right? So you said that your business name is DCA Productions. And then you said, I help people create a plan to make their goals a reality and then hold them accountable. Only thing is, what does that have to do with production, right? So I want you to think about who is your ideal customer and what do they want? And you want to speak that specifically, right? Like, do they want a plan or do they want to make money? Or do they want to create videos? Do they want to attract new customers? Like, what is it that they want? You want to speak that, right? So I want to give an example. I had someone come on. Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, I do film production as well. I had someone come on my live and she said she helps actors, right? And she said, I help actors go deeper in their character so that they could something like be a good actor or something. And I said, that's great and all, but the reality is your customers don't want to go deeper in their character. What they really want is to get noticed by directors. They want to get booked for movies and shows, right? Now, of course, they have to go deeper in their character in order to do that. But if you're leading with going deeper with your going deeper in your characters, it's going to be harder to attract them. So you got to actually tell them what they want, which is what they wanted was to get booked for more shows and get booked for in more casting roles, right? And immediately she shifted and started telling people, I help actors get booked for more, get stand out in their roles and get booked for more shows on television, film, and blah, blah, blah. And she started booking more customers, right? So you want to actually speak to what is it that they want, right? Like, do they want to create videos? Do they want to create videos to make more money? Do they want to break into the TV industry? You want to speak directly to them, exactly what it is that they want. Because you're going to find that when you're on TikTok and posting your content, if you don't speak your audience language, they're not going to come. Right? If you don't speak your audience language, they're not going to come. So now we're up to 180 people on this live. I want to give this call to action one more time before we move on. But if you're a business owner, drop the name of your business in the chat. You have no idea who is in need of your services. Right? Each time I shout out someone's business, you have a potential of gaining a lead. That's what happened to one of my followers. I shouted out his business and somebody was like, oh my goodness, that's exactly what I need. And immediately started following him, right? So drop the name of your business in the chat. We'll shout you out. Right now, we're helping Coach Renee because she was one of our first people on. And the advice that I'm giving her is to speak exactly what her ideal customers want. She says that she is the name of her business is DCA Productions. She says, I help people create a plan to make their goals a reality and then hold them accountable, right? And so we're shifting that to what is it that they want? Do they want to create videos that's going to make money? Do they want to hire a production team that's going to help them create fantastic shows? Or maybe it's to help them with their marketing. We're not sure yet. But Renee, if you're still here, feel free to write in the chat exactly what they want, right? And then we'll help you with that messaging right there. So we're helping Renee because she was on here early and she dropped the name of her business in the chat. Okay. Hey, Sabina, how you doing? Hey, Louisa. All right. Hey, your fave life coach. She says, trying to help others balance work-life challenges. Your fave life coach, remove the word trying. You ain't trying to help nobody do nothing. You are helping them do it, right? You are helping them to balance work-life challenges, right? What does that mean though? We want to be super clear on what that means so that they can, so you can create an image in their head, right? So this, I want everyone to write this down before we go right into what we're talking about today, right? We're talking about 3 mistakes hindering you from selling. 3 mistakes hindering you from selling. Now, this is not part of my notes, so I'm winging it right now. But it's probably going to be 4 mistakes. But one of the biggest mistakes that I see business owners making is that you are not clear on how you help your people. You're not clear on how you help your people. So what is happening is when you're posting your videos, your audience is confused when they're watching it. They don't know how you help them. They don't know the clear outcome that they're going to get when they work with you. And here's the reality. A confused mind never buys. I want you to say that with me. A confused mind never buys. You want to paint a clear image in the minds of your audience when they are coming to your page. So I'm going to give you an example, right? I want to use your fave life coach, which is awesome. Thanks for writing in the chat. She says, I help others balance work-life challenges. Now, that's a great statement, but when someone sees that, what's in their mind is their work-life challenge. Right? So the hairstylist has her work-life challenge in her mind. The coach has her work-life challenge in her mind. The banker has his work-life challenge in his mind. And now everyone is thinking different things about what the work-life challenge is. That's great and all, but it's not a clear outcome, so they may not actually buy. But when you give them the clear outcome, as in like, I help life coaches buy a pink elephant. What is the first thing that pops in your mind? A pink elephant. And now everyone has the same outcome in mind, which makes it a lot easier to sell. You want to be super clear on what it is you're offering so that now people are actually buying from you. They know exactly what they're going to get and there's no confusion. You want them when you're posting your videos, when you're creating your content, it is creating a clear image in their minds so they know what they're buying. They know how you help them, right? That probably was a bad example, but that was the best I could do with that one. So let's see. Your fave life coach says yes means time management. There we go. Having a balanced view of things means using principles at work. What kind of principles? Go deeper, girl. Go deeper. Right? Lena's hair care says, my name is Lena and glad to be here. Welcome, Lena. Nikisha says, I create fashion statements to perfect outfits. I love it. I love it. We got Erlin in the building, Sugar Shop Skincare, all natural body oils, sugar scrubs, turmeric scrubs, body butters, and soaps. I love that. Erlin Lynette, I just have to shout you out. Yours is super clear, right? Sugar Shop Skincare. But here's what you get. All natural body oil, sugar scrubs, turmeric scrubs, body butters, and soaps. That means when someone goes to Erlin's page, they're not going to expect to get fitness instructions. They're not going to expect to get hair care products. They're not going to expect to get fashion items. They know exactly what they're going to get. Natural body oils, sugar scrubs, turmeric scrubs, body butters, and soaps, right? We want to be super clear so that no one is confused. Okay, let me see. Pond says, I have a pretty good following, but I have no clue what I'm doing with brand deals. Oh, Pond, I don't help with brand deals. I have a friend who does. I think she's still helping with brand deals. Her name is Dupe Alaru. If you want to follow her on TikTok, shoot her a DM so you can find out if she's still helping with that, right? But I help let me actually introduce myself. I'm Shamar Star Cox, TV producer and content coach. My goal is to help you create binge-worthy content that attracts and converts your followers into customers. Why binge-worthy? Because whatever you binge, you buy, right? And I'm going to prove it to you. How many of you in here have a Netflix account? Drop a yes in the chat if you have a Netflix account, right? Drop a yes in the chat if you have a Netflix account. I want to prove it to you that when people binge, they actually buy, right? I see the yeses coming in. Okay, drop another yes in the chat if you have a Hulu account. Drop another yes in the chat if you have a Hulu account, right? Awesome. I see some yeses coming in, right? I'm going to do one more. Drop a yes in the chat if you have an Apple Music account. Drop a yes in the chat if you have an Apple Music account. Some of you are like, I don't have Apple Music, but I do have Spotify, right? You can drop a yes in the chat for Spotify as well, right? That was 3 for 3. And you are binging these platforms and paying for it every month. It's a no-brainer for you, right? It's a no-brainer that when you are binging these platforms, you're paying for it every month. So all I'm doing is I'm showing you how to create that same exact experience on your page so that now you're taking your audience from just browsing to binging to buying. That's the goal. It's the strategy. It works every time and it works for my clients. When you are creating content that people binge, naturally in their minds, they're like, oh, I got to buy this. Because it's already ingrained in our society. So all I'm doing is showing you how to tap into that with your content. When you get your audience to binge, they will buy. But here's the thing. Some of you can grow your following. Some of you are able to get the engagement up, but you're struggling with how do you get the people to buy? How do you get them to buy? That's what we're talking about today. 3 biggest mistakes hindering you from selling in your videos, right? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Hey, immigration attorney, thanks so much for joining us. Lena says, I produce effective hair care products that treat hair-related issues very affordable too. Lena, identify the hair-related issues because I work with skincare people and I also work with hair care. And we're very clear. Some of my clients who do hair care, they help people who are balding. They help people suffering with alopecia. They help people with their hair thinning. They help people with dry hair. Why is it important to be clear? Because everyone has different hair textures. And if you say treat hair-related issues, that could be anything. And if you talk to anyone, they're not going to come. If you talk to everyone, they're not going to come. But you want to talk to the one. You want to be able to create videos that say, hey, is your hair balding on your sides? Right? Your hairline is receding and you're only in your 20s. And it's frustrating and you feel embarrassed. Well, I have a product that is all natural and it works to help you grow your hair back in 14 days or less. Do you see how that is more clear than you saying something like, do you need hair products? We help with all different hair-related issues. Come, get our product, right? The people who is hearing the hair-related issues, they're going to be like, okay. But the person who's like, yeah, my hair is receding. I am only in my 20s. Why is my hair receding? I'm going to try your product, right? So we want to be as clear as possible. There we go. Who's being blessed right now? I haven't even gone into teaching yet, but we're already sharing that one of the things is you got to be super clear. You got to be super clear. A confused mind never buys. Right? So a lot of you got homework to do. You're going to want to go back and identify, am I being clear? What is it that I'm offering my audience so that they will actually come to me, so that they will actually buy? So I want you to drop a me in the chat. If you're using Instagram to attract customers, but you haven't attracted the customers yet, drop a me in the chat, right? That's exactly what we're talking about today. Okay, Lit says, I'm a handbag boutique and also sell handmade t-shirts and hats, have trouble with pain points. That is good. The first thing you want to do, Lit, is to identify who your ideal customer is. Now, this is super important because I work with a lot of t-shirt brands and it's hard for them to identify. Why? Because their t-shirts can go on anyone. Their products can work with anyone, but you don't want to talk to everyone. Here's why. There are 1.4 billion users on Instagram and about 1.3 billion users on TikTok. And 30% of those users are business owners just like you, vying for the attention of your ideal customers. That means there's a whole lot of content that is being pushed on TikTok right now. And when you put out content that's like, hey, I can help you, I can help you, I can help you. This is how you sound when you show up. Like Charlie Brown's teacher. It didn't work for Charlie Brown's people. They couldn't understand her. Therefore, people won't be able to understand you. We got to be super clear on the people that we are talking to. So you want to start with identifying your ideal customer. And when you identify them, that's when you can identify their pain points, right? Okay, so Sabina, am I saying your name right? Is it Sabina or Sabine? Is the only person who's using Instagram to attract customers. Nobody else wrote me in the chat. So Sabine, I'm going to be talking directly to you. These tips are going to be directly for you, right? We're going to be talking about 3 biggest mistakes hindering you from selling in your videos. The first mistake we already went into, which is you got to be super clear on what you are offering. If you are not clear, people are not going to come. They're not going to come, right? So I'm going to be sharing 3 more. Before I share the 3 more, I want to share this quick story. Right? I remember back in 2012, well, before 2012, as I said earlier, I'm a TV producer. I've worked before I started producing television, I was trying to break in the TV industry. I went to undergrad, paid for them student loans, could not get a job out of undergrad, okay? It took me 11 months to get a job out of undergrad, and when I finally got that job, it wasn't even in my field of production. Right after that, I said, you know what? Let me go get my master's degree, because I thought maybe if I got a master's degree, it will make me more appealing. It did not, by the way. I got a master's degree, student loan debt, and guess what? Still couldn't find a job. It took me 2 years to find a job, and when I did find a job, it wasn't in my field. Who can relate? We investing all this money into college, and we graduated, and we can't find a job. After I done went to high school and they told me, you got to get into the best schools, you got to get into college because that's what's going to help you get a job. Well, that was a lie for me because that never happened, right? And so there I am for the 2 years after grad school that I'm applying for jobs and can't find jobs. I'm depressed now. I'm depressed, I'm discouraged, I'm disappointed because I did everything right. So why is it that I'm unemployed with a master's degree? And I remember at the time, God says to me, start creating content for YouTube. And I'm like, you wildin'. I'm not going to create no content for YouTube because I'm too depressed. How many of you have ideas to do something, you have a calling on your life, but depression, discouragement, disappointment, despondency is stopping you from doing it. And you know that if you do this thing, it's going to turn your entire life around, and yet you can't seem to break free from this disappointment. That was me. Yep. Millennial Storm says, anxiety, yes. That was me. I was in a space in 2012 where God was giving me the solution to my problem. But because I was looking through the lens of disappointment, I couldn't move. So I didn't do nothing. And you know what happened to me? Issa Rae happened to me. And all the other YouTube stars that blew up around that time. What was God showing me? Had you just gotten over your disappointment, had you just let go of the discouragement, you would have been able to create the content that blows up your platform. But you allowed yourself to stay stuck. How many of you right there are there right now? You're allowing yourself to stay stuck. Some of you, it's anxiety. That's what Millennial Storm said, right? But for some of you, it is comfort. You're working a 9 to 5. And although you started the business is sitting on the side collecting cobwebs because you are comfy. You are comfy in collecting your check every 2 weeks. You are comfy in being able to spend time with your family. But you know that what you're making is not enough. You know that you are over past due at your job. You should have left your job a long time ago. But out of comfort, you stayed. Now you're frustrated and you're feeling unfulfilled. That's what happens when we don't move when God says to move. When we don't move when we know it's time to move. And so for me, I didn't move because I allowed discouragement to stop me. And then Issa Rae and all the other YouTube stars started blowing up and I got left in the past. And here's what I learned. I learned that your grace period does run out. Your grace period does run out. That was 2012. I eventually did get a job, not in my field. But when I got that job, do you know that for an entire year and a half, I fasted and I prayed that I would break into my industry. For a year and a half working this job, I went weeks without eating, just trying to get into the television industry. And then finally, I break into the television industry. I work in it for like 9 years or so. No, it had to be about 8 years. I worked in it for about 8 years. And then in 2020, God calls me to quit my job. And I'm like, why? I'm finally the producer that I want to be. But I, by faith, quit my job. And in 2020, fall 2020, I spent 8 months not working. 8 months at God's feet, just not working. And now, in the 8th or 9th month, God says to me, start creating content full time. And in my mind, I'm like, that sounds bizarre because I should be looking for work. I haven't worked in 8 months. But here's what God was saying. God was telling me that opportunity has come back to you. So back in 2012, when I said, no, God, I'm too depressed. And then Issa Rae and everybody else started blowing up. Here I was 8 years later, and the opportunity has come back to me to start creating content full time so that God could push it. I had to wait 8 whole years to live this life. How many of you are delaying yourself, are procrastinating, are pushing off your blessings all because you're discouraged, you're disappointed, you're depressed? How many of you are doing that? And now you have to wait. Your grace period does run out. If you keep on delaying, what's going to happen is the season for your business, the time will run out. And you're going to find it a lot harder to be able to promote your business, a lot harder to get it started. And you do not want to be like me, because it may not be 8 years for you. It may be 10. It may not be 10 years for you. It may be 12. I remember sharing this story last year around this time. And someone came to me and said that God had given her a new marketing strategy for her skincare business. And she let fear stop her from moving forward. And a couple weeks later, she saw somebody else with a similar strategy blowing up and getting sales like crazy. And she was stuck. You don't want that to be you. You're receiving divine strategies right now. You're receiving the tools that you need so that your business can take off right now. But if you keep on delaying, your grace period will run out and you have no idea when it's going to come back. And you're going to find yourself like me, frustrated, waiting, not knowing when it's going to happen for you. Fear, procrastination, imposter syndrome, discouragement, disappointment, depression. All of these are mindsets that is hindering you from living your purpose. How many of you in here want to break free from all of that? You want to break free from people judging you. You want to break free from the imposter syndrome. Yes, see, Soretta says procrastination is one's biggest enemy. Who wants to break free from this? Yes, absolutely. Because it's when you break free that you will start to see the difference in your business. You didn't start your business to be a side chick to your 9 to 5. And yet, that's how some of you are acting. That's how some of you are treating your business right now. But we got to break out of that. Here's one more example. So for some of my people who read the Bible, right? In Genesis, when Noah was building the ark, people had hundreds of years to join him and actually enter the ark. But the word says that I don't even know what year it was, but hundreds of years later, this is after people are making fun of Noah. This is after people are teasing. They're ignoring him. Finally, the rain started. And what happened? The doors closed. Judgment hit. And all those people who waited, who procrastinated, who allowed depression and imposter syndrome to stop them, they drowned. You don't want your business to drown. You don't want to drown. Why? Because there is a high calling on your life. You are called to be a blessing. But if you keep letting fear stop you, you're not going to rise to the occasion. You're not going to reach your people. You're not going to be a blessing, and you're going to feel unfulfilled. That's where some of you are right now. Who am I talking to? You don't got to drop a me in the chat, but I want this to resonate. Let it hit in your soul. Some of you are stuck in your 9 to 5s and you don't feel fulfilled. Some of you, you want to have a bigger platform. Some of you, you want to be a blessing, but you're stuck and you're allowing your grace period to run out. But now is the time to get unstuck. If you want to get unstuck, you want to use your content in a way that is reaching your ideal customers, you want to build your business in a way that you are being a blessing to people, then I want to invite you to join my challenge. It is a 5-day video challenge, and in it, we show you how to get unstuck. And we show you how to create content in a way that is going to bless your people. See, the reason why some of you are stuck is because you don't know marketing. You have the product, right? A lot of you, you have the skincare products. You have the hair care products. You have the t-shirts. You have the e-courses. You have the digital products. You have your coaching business. You have the product. But your biggest problem is, how do I market this product? On top of you having to battle procrastination, fear of being on video, and imposter syndrome. But if you want to break free from that I want to invite you to join my challenge. Because in the challenge, we're going to help you to break free and create content that promotes your business. You want to get access to that? Click the first link in my bio, become a member. Because in it, we help you get results in as little as 5 days. That's our goal. We want to help you get results in as little as 5 days. Why? Because I can see you. You have been posting content for the last couple of months. Your views are stuck between 200 and 300. You have been posting videos for the last couple of months and you're barely getting any comments. And you are telling yourself, well, if I just keep on going, something's going to happen, but nothing's happening. And you're getting discouraged and you're getting disappointed. And now that voice that keeps telling you, I told you it wasn't going to work, it keeps coming up. And now you're about ready to give up. Some of you have even convinced yourself that your ideal customers aren't even on TikTok. And then you found analytics to go in line with it. Because the majority of people on TikTok are Gen Zers or millennials. And you think now, oh, well, that's why my content isn't hitting. Because my ideal customers aren't on here. But that's not true. They're on here. You just don't know how to attract them. And that's what we help you with. I have a client. Her name is Marianne. She is in her 60s. And she helps people nearing retirement age create passive income. These are people who worked their 9-to-5s all their lives. And they barely have enough money in their bank account to retire. And she says to them, you don't want to die broke. That's where some of you are headed down right now. You working your 9-to-5 this long, barely having money in your retirement account. So you decide, let me start a business. But you're ready to give up on that business because you haven't figured out how to attract the customers to your page. So here is Marianne. She helps her people create passive income. That means Marianne's in her 60s. That means her ideal customers are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. And do you know, sis just went viral. She has a video that has over 1.4 million views. She has over 60,000 comments. And these aren't typical comments. These are comments of leads. People who are like, we are interested in what you are selling. So it's not about your ideal customers not being here. It's about you getting out your own way. Who is ready to get out their own way? Drop a me in the chat. Because Marianne did not let age stop her. She said, you know what? I just need help with my marketing on TikTok. That's it. And she joined the challenge. She gained the tools. And every day of the challenge, I'm going to tell you right now, Marianne's a rock star. Every day of the challenge, she will put out her videos and she will generate leads. And it was 2 weeks after the challenge that one of her videos went viral. So if it worked for her, you know it can work for you. But you got to get out of your own way. You got to let go of the voice that's telling you it ain't going to work. You got to let go of the voice that's telling you you ain't worthy. You got to let go of the voice that's telling you that people are going to judge you. Because the reality is people are waiting for you to show up. But they can't find you if you don't put out videos that's going to attract them. So you want to know how to do that? Then click the first link in my bio. Secure your spot in the challenge. We get started on February 5th. February 5th to the 9th. That is the challenge dates. And as you are securing your ticket, you get access to bonuses. Do the bonuses. Everyone, Shree just joined us. Shree is part of the challenge right now. And she's a VIP member. When she signed up was back in December. Right? And as a VIP member, if you're one of the first 5 people to sign up for VIP, you get a one-on-one with me. This is a complimentary one-on-one. And Shree signed up and she did her one-on-one. Now, what did I say? I said the challenge starts February 5th. And yet, Shree signed up in December. We did her one-on-one in January. That's on purpose. Because we want to make sure that you are set up for success by the time the challenge comes. So we help you with your content strategy. But that's only for VIP members. That's only if you're one of the first 5 people to sign up. So you want to get access to the VIP? Click the second link in my bio so that you can secure your spot. Thank you so much, Monty, for telling people to tap in. Who's feeling blessed right now? Who's in here where you're like, yo, that's me. I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm tired of the depression. I'm tired of feeling disappointed. I'm tired of feeling discouraged. I'm tired of putting out my content that no one's seeing. Who feels that way? Yes, DSK says, I wasn't expecting to catch these words. Amen to that. Let me see. Monty says, definitely feeling like I'm running out of time after it took me so long to find answers. Come on now. Come on now. Coach Renee says, you are absolutely right. Yes. Yes. There we go. There we go. I see it. Yes, I see that I'm feeling blessed. There we go. There we go. So you're in here right now. Secure your space. Here's why this is important. Because when we're teaching you, it's not what trends to hop on. It's not you got to post 3 or 4 times a day. We are teaching you a marketing strategy that works for your business. The reason why some of you are stuck right now is because you don't know what content to create. You don't know what to say in your videos to get people to buy. And you are stuck with the imposter syndrome. Something inside of you keeps telling you it ain't going to work. You tried that before. How many of you are feeling that right now? Something keeps telling you it ain't going to work. You tried that before. Nobody wants to see you. You're creating your videos. You won't post it because you're afraid of the way you look. You don't like the way you look. We got to get you unstuck because there are people waiting for you to show up. And here's the thing. This is what I want you to get ingrained inside of you right now. When people feel blessed, they invest. When people feel blessed, they invest. You show up blessing your people, they will invest in your services and your products. You show up blessing your people, they will invest in your products and your services. But you got to get out your own way. You can't come in with this mindset of, I can't do it. It ain't going to work for me. I'm too old. Let go of the excuses because you only have but so much time. If you have declared 2024 is my year, guess what? That declaration means nothing because you declared it in 2023 and you didn't do anything. The year wasn't your year. It's not that 2023 wasn't your year. It was. But you allowed yourself to remain stuck. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to get unstuck, and it's time to understand how marketing is the lifeline of your business. See, you have the product. You have the services. The problem is, how do you put it out in a way that you're attracting the customers to your page? See, one thing that I teach every single one of my clients, no matter what you do, focus on your marketing. Because people cannot buy from you if they can't find you. People cannot buy from you if they cannot find you. So I want you to commit this to memory. When people see me, they pay me. When people see me, they pay me. If you commit that to memory, guess what? There's nothing you won't do that won't stop you from showing up. There's nothing you won't do to show up because you already know when people see me, they pay me. Here's how we know that marketing is the lifeline of your business. Have any of you ever heard of Nike? Drop a yes in the chat if you ever heard of Nike. Right? Drop a yes in the chat. If you ever heard of Nike, drop a yes in the chat. There we go. I see some yeses coming in. All right. Your fave coach says, just do it. Oh, hey, Danielle, how you doing? Right? Now drop a yes in the chat if you ever heard of Forever 21. Drop a yes in the chat if you ever heard of Forever 21. Right? There we go. I see some yeses coming in. One more. These are trick questions. Some of y'all in here like, where's she going with this? Drop a yes in the chat if you have ever heard of Nintendo. If you ever heard of Nintendo, drop a yes in the chat. Some of y'all are like, ooh, you taking me way back, right? Yes. But do you want to know why you've heard of every single one of these businesses? It's because of their marketing. There is no business out there thriving without marketing. None whatsoever. And so, yes, you took the time to create the product, But if people don't know you, they're not going to buy. So you got to take the time to invest in your marketing. Some of you invested in a business coach. Some of you invested in a sales coach. Your next step is to invest in a marketing coach so you can understand what content to create in order to attract your customers. How many of you got that? If you pick that up, drop a 1 in the chat. If you got that, drop a 1 in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share this next tip here, right? This next tip here, I'm going to go ahead and share it. There we go. I see the ones. We got one person, PQ CEO, said, I got that. PQ CEO, your business is going to thrive. Because now that you got it, you're like, I'm going to focus on my marketing. When I first started, right, I said before, I'm a TV producer. I used to work on personal projects where I was doing talk shows, I was doing fashion shows, I was doing theater plays, I was doing all of those things. And it didn't matter how much money I put into it. It didn't matter how much people I hired. Each one of it flopped. Why? Because of my marketing. People did not know about me. It don't matter how passionate you are about something. It don't matter how much you want to help people. If they don't know about you, it's going to flop. And that's where a lot of you are right now. You have a life-changing product. Your product is going to change lives. It's going to transform their lives, but people don't know about you. You know that it works because you've seen it work for other people, but people don't know about you. Aren't you tired of being invisible? Aren't you tired of being invisible? That's where it was for me. I got tired of being invisible. It didn't matter how many life-changing shows I did. People weren't showing up because they didn't know me. And here's a myth. There's a myth that we believe. If we show up, people will come. If we just post, people will come. It's not true. You've been doing that already, and they're not coming. What does that mean? That means that you haven't fully grasped marketing, and you got to get out of your own way. How many people on here know how to swim? Do you know how to swim? I'm learning. I just signed up for swim classes. Me and my family just signed up for swim classes. Now, here's the thing. Before I learned how to swim, I didn't know how to swim, right? And I'm going on vacations, and I'm staying away from jumping in the water. I'm staying away from water sports, even though I really want to do it, right? Oh, Danielle, I love that. Even though I really want to do it. And I could have kept going through my life just like that. And I could have pretended to teach myself how to swim. I could have did that, right? Because that's what I was telling myself. I know how to swim to save my life. But the reality is I didn't take time to learn. And that's where some of you are with your marketing, your social media marketing. You keep thinking, oh, I could just post my content and it'll just start working. What? No, you can't. It's a skill that you have to learn. You got to know how to speak to your ideal customers. You got to know what content to create that's going to attract them. You got to know what to say in your videos that's going to get them to buy. You got to know how to generate your leads. If you don't know how to do any of those things, how do you expect to post content and people will come? That is the biggest misperception a business owner has. Because we look at other people's pages and we think, oh, it's just videos. That's easy. Let me do that. How many of you are guilty of that? You don't got to tell me. But you're looking at their page. You're like, it's easy. It's just videos. Let me do that. And you're doing it, but you're not getting the leads. You're not getting the engagement, and you're not getting the sales. And you're frustrated trying to figure out why. Because you don't know marketing. And that's what we show you in the challenge. How do you now get out of your own way so that you can create the content that sells? That is our goal. That is our number one goal. We're going to show you how to create content that attracts customers to your page. Just like you need to learn how to swim, you're going to have to learn how to do video marketing, right? So today we're talking about 3 biggest mistakes hindering you from selling. I shared one at the very top of the live, right? Yeah. PQ CEO says, I've done that, shaking my head. And now we're going to correct that. We're going to stop doing that. We're actually going to learn the marketing this year so that we can thrive. Because let me tell you, when I first started my business, hey, Christina, when I first started my business, I I had to take time to learn how to build the product, how to sell, how to do the marketing, right? That first year of my business, I ended the year making $21,000. That's it, just $21,000 for the entire year, getting a sale here or there. But in 2023, that was my second year in business, I ended the year making six figures. You want to know why? Because I honed in on my marketing. It don't matter how great of a speaker I am. It don't matter how good I am with my videos. If I did not have the marketing strategies, I would not hit my six figures. And that's where some of you are stuck. Especially my people who already know how to do videos, right? Because I was that. I told you I'm a TV producer. And when I first started creating content on social media, I'm like, oh, I already know how to do videos, so I don't need a coach on that. Even though you know how to do videos, what you're struggling with is the marketing part. Take time to learn the marketing. You will thrive this year. You will thrive this year. And so as I'm giving you this tip, right, I actually want to shout out one of my clients, right? She just popped on here. Her name is Christina. On here, she's a career and mindset coach. Her handle is Virtual Six Figure Mom, right? Let me tell you about Christina. Y'all just bear with me. I just got to shout her out, right? When Christina and I first started working together, this was last year. She said to me, Star, she was at 474 followers. I remember. She said, Star, I need to get to 1,000 followers so that I can go live. That was the goal, 1,000 followers. I gave her a strategy and she put it to work, right? Now, I said this at the top of my life. Action takers are money makers, not time wasters. Christina did not waste time. She did not wait months to put the stuff into action. She put it into action. 4 months later, she hit 1,000 followers, right? She joined my challenge. She said, Star, I need to generate leads. I said, all right, cool. I gave her a strategy to generate leads with her videos. She did it the next day. Can somebody write the next day in the chat? The next day. Not 2 months later, not 10 months later. Whatever I told her to do, she did it on the spot. The next day, she got 30 new leads for her video, right? Thank you so much, ECE, right? She got 30 new leads the next day, all because she put it into action. Why? She's an action taker. So now we're creating her offer. We took these months, we created her offer. She's promoting it on social media. And let me tell you about Monday, this Monday. Sis just got a viral video. I mean, that I don't know what it's at now, but last night her video was at 900,000 views. She had nearly 600 comments, and these are people who are interested in what it was she had to offer. Oh, y'all congratulating her for the viral video, right? But that's not the best part, because there is something that I teach every single one of my clients, which is, what is the point of a viral video if you ain't getting the sales? So best believe that on that same video, she got, Christina, you're going to have to correct me. I think she got 4 sales for her e-course. She got 8 people to sign up for her discovery call. She got nearly 100 new email subscribers from that one video. So when I say working on your marketing is important, I mean it. I mean it. Because she could have went viral and only got the followers. And growing your following is nice, but it's nicer when you get the sales too. That's the goal. There we go. She said close to 200. So she got nearly 200 new email subscribers from that one video. Oh, here's the icing on the cake. On Sunday night, she was at 2,011 followers. 2,011 followers. Last night, because it probably went up, last night, she was at 17.2K followers, 17.2 thousand followers. That's nearly 15,000 followers in the span of 2 days. That's how viral her video went. But here's the thing, because some of you are like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. Oh, there we go. She's at 19,000 followers right now. 19,000 followers. That was 2,000 followers more from last night to this morning. 19,000 followers from this viral video, and she's still getting people booking discovery calls with her so that they can sign up for her offer. Here's the thing. Christina and I have been working together for the last couple of months, almost a year. Actually, I think we had to take a break at one point. Yes, that's what it was. We had to take a break at one point because life was lifing for Christina. But guess what Christina did? She didn't allow it to stop her. She could have, but she didn't. She took her break and then she got out of her own way. And now she has this video that is taken off for her. And here's the thing. This is a topic that she's covered a couple of times on her page, and it has been proven to do well for her. And this video went viral for her. Why? Because she joined the challenge. She got the strategies she needed so that she can learn marketing to take her content to the next level. If you are in here and you want to know how you can create content, not just for it to go viral, because our goal isn't viral. Our goal is viral sales, yes. But viral, just to grow your views and your following, that's not our goal. Our goal is for you to make money off of your content. Do you see my headline? It says business owners learn how to create content that sells. That is our goal. So you want to know how to create content that sells by converting your followers into customers. Become a VIP member of the challenge. That's by clicking the second link in my bio. That is what we teach you. Christina's good. She now knows how to create content that sells. She didn't know how to do that 1 year ago. She's all set. And we're still going in. There's still more things that we're teaching now when it comes to the selling part. But you want to know how to create videos that sell for you? She got 4+ sales. What is it? 4 sales from that one video. And that's so far. These sales were just for her e-courses. She has people who are signed up for her sales call, right? For her discovery call. Oh, 5 sales, excuse me. She got 5 sales. That's her e-class, 5 sales. But she got people signed up for her discovery call, for her coaching program. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what you want. Who wants that? Who wants to be like Christina, where your video is taking off 8 discovery calls? There we go. She's dropping the stats right in the chat. There we go. My man says, I need to be like Christina. My question to all of you who is saying, I need that, what is stopping you from getting started today? What is stopping you from getting started today? What is stopping you from joining the challenge today? Christina decided, I'm going to join the challenge. And then she decided, I'm going to keep working with you, Star, because I want to see these results. And she's glorying in the results right now. What is 4 new customers for you? Oh, excuse me, 5 new. What is 5 new customers for you? What is 8 new discovery calls for you? See, for Christina, it means that her business is successful. It means that she gets to go on vacation with her daughter. It means that she gets to take time. And let me tell you this right now. Christina works a full-time job, by the way. Just in case y'all thought she was doing this full-time. She works a full-time job and runs her business full-time. So what does 5 new clients mean for you? For those of you who are selling a coaching program, what does 8 new discovery calls look like for you? What does that mean for you? You got to internalize this. You got to make this reality for you, because some of you, you're not accustomed to getting those type of results. And so you can't even envision it. But 5 new clients for me means I'm paying myself and my staff. It means that I'm being able to go on vacation. That's what that looks like for me. What does it look like for you? What does 200 new leads look like for your business? 200 new leads for my business looks like my email list is thriving. What does that mean for you? That's what we're teaching you in the challenge. But you can't get there if you keep convincing yourself that it ain't going to work for you. See, Christina works a full-time job. She's a full-time mom. And when she first started, this is what she does. She helps moms land their dream job working from home, making 6 figures a year. That's what she does. But when she first came to TikTok, she only had 400 followers. When she's putting out her content, people were kind of seeing it. But when she joined the challenge, she learned the strategies to create content that sells. And now these are her results. What does that look like for you? Now, some of you, it is hard to envision that. But I want you to think about this. What is the cost? What is it costing you not getting started today? Some of you have declared that you are breaking generational curses in your family. You are creating generational wealth in your family. But if you don't get started today, what is it costing you? Will you still be able to create that generational wealth? Some of you, your cost is not even financial. Your cost is the people that you were called to work with. Like for me, if I didn't get started, Christina wouldn't have gotten those results. If I had allowed my fear and my disappointment to stop me, because let me tell you right now, fall 2021, I was standing in the middle of Manhattan streets, crying in the cold weather, when the snow falling, crying, telling God, I feel too disappointed and too discouraged to get started. And God said to me, I need to heal you so you can get started. And I thank God I did that, because had I not, we wouldn't be glorying Christina's results right now. We wouldn't be bigging her up right now. And let me tell you, she's not the only one with these results. Marianne's not here right now, but I shared her story earlier. Marianne's video went viral on New Year's Day. 1.4 million views. She got 60,000 comments, not just normal comments. These were leads. These were leads. People were saying, we're interested, we're signing up, It got so much that she couldn't even comment to everyone anymore. She just had to shoot another video and tell people to head to the link in her bio. And that video went viral. If I never got started, Marianne couldn't help her people. Marianne helps with people near to retirement age make passive income so that they don't die broke. If I never got started, Marianne wouldn't be able to help. That's what the cost is to me. What is it costing you? Who's not getting help because you ain't showing up? Who's not getting help because you allow procrastination to trick you into waiting? Who's not getting help because you allowed imposter mindset, imposter syndrome to tell you you're not good enough? Who is not getting helped? What is it costing you? See, the person who said, I started a skincare product, I started hair care products, in your mind, you're probably thinking, well, there's always Mayel, there's always Carol's daughter, there's always Jergens. And that's why you're holding back. But you have to know that your ideal customers are waiting for you. They will not be satisfied. Their problem won't be solved until you show up. What's it costing you? Because if there's no cost, you won't ever show up. If you've decided, oh, I want to be a chain reaction, I want to cause a domino effect, I want to be a blessing, click the second link in my bio. Become a VIP member for the challenge so that when you show up, your people get blessed. See, when I say I like to brag about my clients, I love to brag about my clients. Why? Because it's not me, it's them. I serve the best clients. The ones who decided, oh, I'm going to do the work because I know there's a calling on my life. How many moms is Christina helping right now? How many of these moms who have felt like overlooked in their jobs, overworked, underpaid, thinking that they will never be able to make six figures, thinking that they always have to live check to check? How many moms is she helping right now? All because she decided to get up and get going. What's it costing you? Because if you don't know the cost, you won't get up. You won't get up. Yep, Christina says, I highly recommend VIP. VIP is where we do the coaching. Oh, thank you so much, Mame. Helen says, that was me, winter 2022. Come on, Helen. Tell me you broke free from that, Helen. Let me know that you broke free from that. Helen, the challenge starts February 5th. That's our challenge date. February 5th to the 9th. It is a 5-day challenge. Yes, Mame says yes. Calling on my life. Christina says, I'm helping them and now they're helping others. It's a chain reaction. It's a chain reaction. I don't just do this for me. I do this for the people because they get to bless their people. Come on, Mame said, this is my year. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nothing stop you. I declared 2023 was my year. And it was my year. I built a 6-figure business in 2023, helping clients just like Christina thrive in their business with marketing. And here's the best part about the strategies that we teach you. These are strategies from the Bible. I teach you Bible marketing strategies. Why? Because I've noticed that just hopping on trends don't really work. It could work, but not necessarily. And just posting 3 or 4 times a day can be exhausting. And if you're chasing trends, when the trend runs out, so does your content. What Christina's creating right now is evergreen content. Her content won't ever run out. She has videos from last year that is still generating leads. Okay? So we teach you Bible marketing strategies because it is evergreen and it works. It works. It means that when you put it into work, whether you're a Christian or not, because I serve people who are Muslim, people who are atheists, people who are spiritual, not Christian at all. It's still going to work for you because these Bible marketing strategies, they do not discriminate. It worked for Jesus, it'll work for you. And when you learn the strategies, you put it into action, you start to see the results. That's one of the reasons why my clients are able to get results in as little as 5 days in the challenge. So come on. You want to test it out. You want to see a difference in your business and your marketing. Join us as VIP. I promise you, you will see a shift. Within the first 5 days, first 3 days of the challenge, you will see a shift in your mind. You will start to see marketing in a different light. Come on now. My May says, come on, it worked for the master. It sure did. Jesus was able to grow his following in 3 years so massively. What did he do to do that? That's what we teach you. He's still growing his following today. What did he do to do that? That's what we teach you. But not only did he just grow, because we don't just grow our following. We grow our following and we convert them into buyers. That's what Jesus did. He converted his followers into believers. Buyers are just believers who believe that you can help them get their transformation. That's what a buyer is. So we show you the strategy that Jesus did to grow his following and convert his followers into believers. That's what you're learning. So you won't ever hear me go, use this trending sound, use this trending audio. No. These are real strategies that work for real people. And you can see that it worked for Christina. It worked for Marianne. It worked for so many other people. So come on, join us as a VIP member so that now you can be a blessing to your people. How many of you are feeling blessed by this? Drop a I'm blessed in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and give you this one mistake hindering you from selling. Right? Drop a I'm blessed in the chat. Thank you so much for those of you who are sharing. Let me see. We got 16 shares so far. 52 people in the live, 16 shares. So thank you for the shares. Thanks for tapping in on the screen. We're near to 10,000 followers. 10,000 likes, right? My May says, how much is the VIP? So the VIP, I want y'all to write this down. The VIP is only for the business owners who is ready to take their content to the next level with a coach, right? So don't sign up for VIP if you're not ready to work with a coach. That means you have to come with a mindset that says, I'm ready to learn. You got to come with a disciple's heart. What do I mean by that? I mean that when the disciples was listening to Jesus teach, they came ready, pen in hand. That's how Christina was in the challenge as a VIP member. She came ready to learn. And she came ready to take action. So only sign up for VIP if you're ready to learn and take action, right? As a VIP member, if you're one of the first 5 people to sign up, you get a one-on-one VIP content mastery session with me. That is a $750 value. That's typically how much that call will cost. But I give it to you as complimentary. So you don't even pay for that call. It is additional. It's an added bonus. You also get masterclasses. What are these masterclasses? These masterclasses show you how to make $5,000 on social media. 5 ways to 5K on social media. We give you that masterclass. Why? Because we're showing you how to create content that sells, and we want you to thrive. Another masterclass that you get is how to use call to actions that actually convert. Some of you are putting out your call to actions. You're not seeing the results. See, Christina said to me yesterday in our call, she said, my call to action is actually working. People are responding to my call to actions. How many of you are putting out call to actions that no one's responding to? Right? We give you a masterclass as an added bonus where you can now use call to actions that will get people to respond. That's what we show you inside the challenge. That's one of the bonuses. Another bonus you get is 365 days of content ideas. For those of you who are like, I don't know what to post. And each time you keep trying to post your content, but you're running out of ideas, you don't know what to post, you don't know what to post to get people to buy. We give you a content calendar where you know what to post every single day of the year. And you get to join us for 5 days in the Zoom room where you are being coached. 5 days, not 1 day, not 2 days, not 3 days. You are being coached, which means that we are reviewing your content. We're showing you how to pivot quickly. And we are helping you to clarify your messaging. You get all of that as a VIP member in the challenge for 5 days. And because of that, the total cost of the VIP ticket is only $297. That's it. You get all of that for $297. And guess what? When Erica joined the challenge, you want to know how much money she made in 3 days of the challenge? She made a profit in the challenge. She invested in the VIP ticket and made $750 in the challenge. She made her money back plus a profit. But why do I keep bringing up these people? Because our goal is to help you get results in 3 days or less. Tricia, how are you doing? Tricia just hopped on here. She was part of our December challenge. I have to share her result because some of you are thinking that all the results is monetary, growing your following. That's not true. When Tricia joined us, her children were helping her to create her videos. And she didn't feel confident with shooting and editing. In 5 days, probably less than 5 days, she said, I no longer need my children. I can shoot my videos on my own. She said, I can shoot my videos on my own. That is confidence. So for those of you who were lurking just now and you were just like, oh man, I wonder if I need to know how to shoot my videos. You don't. She got help in the challenge. 5 days. Just 5 days. That is our goal, to help you get results that quickly. Mame says, sign me up. I've been watching you for about 2 years. Come on, Mame. Mame, come on. Sign up. Sign up. Mame, if you sign up for VIP today, I'm going to do something special for you, and I'm going to send you the complimentary VIP call. Why am I saying this? Because we're already at our limit. I said the first 5 people to sign up. We already have the 5 people who signed up for VIP. So they already got their call scheduled. But Mame, if you sign up for today, I'm going to send you this complimentary call, right? This is only for today, by the way. So if you sign up tomorrow, you may not get it. But I want to send it to you all because you just said, I've been following you for 2 years, right? I want to do something special for you because I want to make sure that you get results. So you sign up today. I will send you that call right after this live is over. Mame, we're going to help you with that editing. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. Awesome. All right. I see a lot of you feeling blessed. I just had to shout out some of my clients because they are such a blessing to me. They take the challenge, they do the work, they get it done, right? So I want to share this one tip before we end. Yes, Tricia said, best decision you can ever make. Oh, before I share this one tip, Tricia, I hope you're okay with me sharing this. Tricia has invested in other programs before, by the way. She's invested in other programs, and she's been disappointed in those programs where she couldn't have access to her coaches or anything like that. She's emailed them. They don't respond, nothing like that. And so she was a little reluctant when she was signing up for my challenge because she thought, what if the same thing happens to me? But it did not. She signed up for VIP. She got her VIP session with me. I showed up, and she was so blessed. And every day, Tricia actually ended the challenge #1, by the way. She finished #1. She was our shining star. She was our rare jewel. That's what we called her, a rare jewel, because she showed up every day. She took the coaching, she put it into work, and she pivoted when she needed to, right? That was our rare jewel. So for those of you who are on here where you're like, I'm nervous because I've invested in TikTok programs, I've invested in Instagram programs, it didn't work, I didn't see the results, I never saw the coach again, know that you won't get that in the challenge. In the challenge, our goal is to serve you with excellence. Why? Because Jesus served his people with excellence. So we show up and we go above and beyond for you. Above and beyond, right? If you come to the challenge and you're a VIP member and you tell me that you've worked with a coach and these things went wrong, we're going to make sure that we work with you in a way that you're going to be able to get your results, that you're going to be able to understand the coaching and the teaching. That's what we do. Right? Helen says, is this challenge monthly? I know week of February 5th can't work, but I'd love to join the next challenge. Helen, here's what I want to do for you. If you join the challenge today, you can secure your March ticket, right? You'll secure your March ticket. If you sign up for VIP, you will get a complimentary VIP one-on-one coaching call because you will be considered March ticket, right? So if you secure your ticket today for VIP, I will send you the call. You and I can do the call from now, and you can join the March challenge. You'll still get access to the bonuses from now, right? So I've had people. I had one client who signed up in December, right, for February's challenge. She was leaving town, so she couldn't join December's challenge, but she signed up in December for February's challenge. She still has access to all the bonuses over these 2 months. Right? So we allowed her to have access to the bonuses over these 2 months, and she still was able to do her one-on-one. That's because she signed up for VIP. That was something special that I did for her. So Helen, if you're like, I really do want to join the challenge, if you secure your VIP ticket today, I will send you the VIP call, and you will be able to get access to the bonuses so that you can be ready for March, right? Okay, Monty says, mentors reach out and respond with a reasonable amount of time to help guide you. Yes, Monty, thank you so much. Monty, by the way, is Millennial Storm. She's in my academy. So just in case y'all were like, who is she? She's so dope. Awesome. Okay, let me share this one tip with you. Hey, Festwack, how you doing? On 3 mistakes on what's hindering you from selling. The first one we shared was that you're not clear on your outcome. You want to be super clear on what people are getting from you when they show up for your page, when they show up on your page, excuse me. The second thing is, and I have to share this, super important. The second thing is you don't know what product you're actually selling. You don't know what product you are actually selling. This is super big, right? Okay, Festwack says, I'll need help to work on what you're talking about. Come on, Festwack, join the challenge. We'll help you, right? Okay, so you don't know what product you're actually selling. So some of you, especially my t-shirt brands, y'all are like, I'm selling t-shirts, I'm selling skincare products, I'm selling hair care products, I'm selling my coaching program, I'm selling this, I'm selling that. Yeah, you are, but the real product that you are selling is you. That is the real product that you are selling. It is you. People are investing because they want to work with you. People are investing because they want to buy from you. And if you don't have the confidence, you will never show up. If you do not have the confidence, you will never show up. That's what I need you to understand. I was reading this book called Pitch to Win by John Cohen, and he talked about this. People are coming to work with you. Festwack, you can click the second link in my bio to secure your VIP ticket, right? They're coming to work with you. They want to buy and invest in your products and your services because it's you. But if you don't know that, you're not going to show up in a way that they will invest. You have to know this. Jesus said, my sheep know my voice and another they will not follow. That is the same thing for you. People are coming to you because you have the solution to their problem. You are the only person who can help them. You are the only person who can solve their problem. And you need to show up as such in your videos. You are the only way. But if you keep showing up, someone else can help them, someone else can do this, you're not going to show up confidently and people won't buy. People won't buy. So I want to give you an example from my life. I have a client where when she first saw me, this was like, yes, Christina says, she says an update, she just hit 1 million views. Congratulations, Christina. That's what we were hoping for, right? Okay, so I have a client from last year where she saw no, it wasn't even last year. Oh my goodness, it's been 2 years now. 2022, she saw me and she said, Star, I want to work with you. So I quoted her the price for my academy and she said, that's too much. I can't afford that. I said, go out, sell your stuff, and then come back. 6 months later, she went out and she came back to me. She said, Star, I really want to work with you. I said, okay, great. Here's the price. She said, oh, I told you I can't afford that. I said, go out, sell your stuff, come back. 1 year later, this is February 2023 or March 2023 now. She comes back to me. She says, Star, I really want to work with you. This time I brought a friend. I said, all right, cool. Here's the price. She said, girl, I already told you I can't afford it. And I said, go out, sell your stuff, and come back to me. Guess what? 1 week later, I don't even think it was 1 week later. I think it was a couple days later. She booked 6 new clients into her program, joined my program paid in full. Why? Why did she choose to work with me, even though she kept telling herself that my price was too high? Because she's attached to my voice. And she refused to work with anyone else but me. She came across other marketing coaches. People even recommended other marketing coaches. But she was attached to my voice. People on this live, I need you to understand. The people out there, your ideal customers, are attached to your voice. They won't work with anyone else but you. They won't buy from anyone else but you. And they are restless until they find you. Show up and be a blessing to them. And let them know that it is you that they get to work with. That's what they're looking for anyway. Some of you on here, you don't like the way you sound. You don't like the way you look. You don't feel confident. But the reality is, you have to understand that you are selling you. People buy people. So if you're just posting your product, you're just posting your services, let them know about you. Let them know about your business. And that client that I just shared that story about, she's not the only one. I've had many clients who've come to me and they're like, oh, I can't afford that right now. And I tell them, go out and sell your stuff. They can go work with anyone else, but they keep coming back. It's the same thing with you. You have to understand that they want to work with you. They want to buy from you. It doesn't matter what you're selling. It is you. I need you to drop that in the chat. It is me. That's what they're looking for. And until you get that into your mind, until you get it ingrained in your soul, you're not going to see the sales. You have to understand that. Right? There we go. Yep. Christina said it. Festwax said it. It is me. It is me. That's who they're buying from. Yep. Monty says it too. She says, same, I came across other coaches, but no matter what, I kept coming back to Star. Because Monty's attached to my voice. And Monty's in my academy. Right? She's just getting started with us. It is you. And I need you to stop giving up on you and start showing up to bless your people. Right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We're celebrating Christina. She hit 1 million views on her viral video. We know the sales are still coming in. So we're super excited about that. You want to be just like Christina? You want to become a VIP member of the challenge? Join the challenge by clicking the second link in my bio so we can help you get your results in as little as 5 days or less, right? So who is the challenge for? The challenge is for the coach using Instagram or TikTok to promote your business, but you're struggling to grow your following. As we said in Christina's testimony, when she first started working with me, she had 474 followers. We helped her to get to 1,000 followers so she can go live. She was in the 2,000 range. Just Sunday night, she was at 2,011 followers. Today, 4 days later now, today, Thursday, she's at 19,000 followers. So you want to know how to do that? Come and join the challenge. The challenge is also for the business owner that understands the power of video. But you don't know what to say in your videos to get people to buy without sounding salesy. So some of you are afraid to sell in your videos because you think you're going to scare people off. Well, guess what? Christina's video that went viral, she got 5 sales. She wasn't afraid of sounding salesy. Why? Because she was serving her audience. And that's what we show you. That's what we show you. And that's 5 sales right now. That thing's going to go up because she got 8 discovery calls and she got nearly 200 people on her email list who have subscribed. So you want to see those results? Join the challenge so you can learn the strategies too. And then the challenge is also for the entrepreneur where you are tired of being overlooked. You know you should be earning more. You know your platform should be bigger than it is. You have been in your field for 15 plus years. You are the expert. And yet every time you show up, ain't nobody checking for you. Your views are low. Your engagement is just pitiful at this point. And your sales are okay, but you want to increase those sales. And then you check out the 22-year-old who knows less than you, who does less than you, but making more than you. Come on now. Come on. You can build a better business than that. You want to know how to do that? Join the challenge at the VIP level so that you can learn how to do marketing. That's the biggest issue. I'm telling you right now, your business will not thrive without marketing. Hey, Meg, how you doing? That's the biggest thing. Okay, y'all, we're going to be back again next Wednesday at 6:45 a.m. Eastern. That's when we go live. We're talking about 3 lead generation strategies for Instagram and TikTok. That's when we're going live next Wednesday at 6:45 a.m. Eastern. For some of you who have declared, I'm joining the challenge, I am looking forward to seeing you in the challenge. And for the rest of you, I will see you on live next week, Wednesday. Y'all have a good day.